I am to report there's 2 dead sheriffs. They're out of the state of Virginia. They're upstairs. That's why I am so not allowed to go up there. Because I would come across that. And that's why there's been human remains cooked twice today. I smelled it. And that's the stuff I'm filming. I'm back online. I was clear. Look, it's not the first time I've said I'm going off and I come back. I had to do that. And I can come back on now. Okay, so what I captured was the female terrorist in the crime scene after the fact of dismemberment and after the fact that she's been ingesting human organs. I just confirmed every time she did it and filmed her in the act. Okay, she goes in, you literally saw on the video, she goes out in the yard. This is the second time I filmed it, and gets food, vegetation to add to her organs that I can confirm I'm witnessing. I know I'm smelling that. So this is a big deal that I do not go upstairs for a litany of reasons for the top cops. That, look, if I were to cuff the terrorists, which I have legal right to do, and stop them from terrorism and defend myself because they're trying to blow me up around the clock, I could not take them to any jail. It's these sorts of things that make me not an actual badge-carrying counter-terrorist agent. Those individuals in the military are coming in here to do that. These are the same individuals that stop these bombs from going off all over under the floors. Okay? The fact that there's 2 more dead VA sheriffs upstairs is a huge reason as to why no more cops want to come here. Not through the front door or cubby holes. The state, quote unquote, mental ward are agents that come and do that. Some are foreign, some are US, cooping military. The 7, 3 female, 4 men in my note there are US cooping military who are all dead on arrival. Their bodies are in 1507 and on down. However, the good guys do this, they do it. They've been doing it, and you can presume it was the good guys or the evil military that took out those 2 sheriffs. I don't know how many they've taken out of this house today. The VA sheriffs are agents, but they're federal law enforcement. They act as both, and they're extremely dangerous. I've been terrorized by these men. The US feds and sheriffs, cops, quote unquote, terrorized. That's the men that keep me from bathing, taking my trash out, and they send down their hooker, but yet she just ate 2 more. Yeah, this is, you gotta remember that. This is the capacity of their thought strategy. They don't believe it'll ever happen to them, and here's 2 more it happened to. As of today, the DCPD and their fire and police here of Washington Jurisdiction Metropolitan don't want to come into this terrorist cell. They will be killed. Has it been confirmed yet? I hope so. So far, I'm getting a big yes, it is confirmed with these precincts and firehouses. They will be killed if they come in here. Keep trying to arrest me, say that I'm imagining the horrors and atrocities that I witness here. Okay, all imagining is the allegation in order to end my life. There's no intent to have anything happen to me but silence the witness. And that's my death. They would try to do some sort of horrible thing to me. Well, they clobbered me, these fire and police here. And they are officially not wanting to enter into this terrace cell. I told them that in writing today, don't do that. Stop trying to come here, man. Okay, as of the female terrorist, she approached me. She kept approaching me in the hallway, which I didn't film because I was ready to defend myself. I only started filming her and was only guided by God to film her when she was actually trying to take video evidence of me to give to her cops, because this is more evidence to use against all of them, which you hand to the military. I just hand it to the military, okay? The military already has executed police and fire in here, and they can do all that and more outside of this house with that kind of evidence, okay? So we have one of their terrorists who is harbored and protected here by the US government, taking video evidence of me, the survivor and victim of terrorism, and trying to hand it to the other terrorists who operate outside of this house in police and fire stations and in other different buildings. I won't say what buildings because I'm gonna let the good guys handle the city. It's the capital, so it's obvious the US government, different buildings. Okay? As for me, you can see why I have speech problems. I'm absolutely horrified here. Every time I go in that room, one of these terrorists comes in from a cubbyhole and starts doing some heinous shit. And there's dead bodies, there's bombs, the hallway's lit up with gasoline. There's dead bodies up there. They've already ingested and cooked human remains earlier today. The corridor was lit up to a level of carbon monoxide and explosives chemical stench that I have never witnessed or experienced in my entire life. The corridor was. And then there's the terrorists again, just zooming around. And then the TV went on, which I filmed. That's why I went to the basement, empty. And then you can hear it on video on. So they're piling in. And it's every time I leave and go into that extra room, they start up. Every time we know that. And if I even dare step out of my door, they start up. They start piling in. I cannot touch the water here. I cannot flush my toilet. I cannot take a bath. I cannot wash my dishes. A lot of it is surrounding their chemical weapons of mass destruction here, which is why I'm just handing all this to the military. I'm completely traumatized. I am doing everything I possibly can within my power to let the right authorities cuff and arrest these terrorists and then remove them from the crime scene, not put them in a room where I don't know what I would do with them. Put them by the window. I mean, I really don't know. But I have the right to defend myself and stop these terrorists from committing terrorism. I absolutely do. And thank you, top cops, for clearing that up. I do. I'm clear now. But I don't know what to do with them. So I'm just doing everything I can do so those good guys can get in and they can take them right out of here into those gurneys, into those ambulances, put them in straitjackets and get all the stuff they need from them from there on out. It's not my problem after that. All right. As far as the crime scene bathroom, I'm horrified that I even live like this. Every time I go in there, I just want to keep bathing. Yeah. I keep my room as clean as I possibly can. I wash it as much as I can, the floors. I'm horrified. And then when I step on the public streets, whenever that rarely is, because I'm always trapped in my room, you can see if the camera gets the right view and focus, you can see the looks that people give me here. I have never smiled or ever anything nice here. Ever since I came here, that is how I've been treated. And I started to say it out loud. I started to vocalize it. What's going on here? Then I realized this is an espionage city. And that's when George Washington started to spiritually commune with me. I don't know how to say this to top cops. How do you say this? You don't report this. But that's when George Washington said, let the men lead this stuff, you know? They're the generals and don't look back at this city. Don't look back. Just go when you leave and don't look back. Okay, goodbye.